so that brothers can read them. But this last paragraph here, it says Johnson Smith further urged Jamaicans to pay close attention to the public education program that has begun to look out for meetings and engagements in their communities, which simply put, right, is sensitization of the Jamaican public, right? In order for this bill to be enacted, because now it's passed into law, in order for this bill to be enacted, right, with the support of the majority, right, people have to be won over. You have to be sensitized and you have to be socialized and conditioned in order to take it or to be convinced that this is for your better, right? So there are certain literature going out now. There are certain advertisement going out. There are certain meetings being held, engagements, as they say right here, right, to sensitize Jamaican public about the quote-unquote benefits of the national identification system, not highlighting the invasion of privacy that comes along with the bill, right? Because that's the way the world is going, That's the way the so-called white man is steering the globe, right? So there's no way you can escape it, right? So let's just get an article that talks more about the NIDS system, right? It's from the Observer again, right? And it was posted yesterday. Government senators continue to work on the NIDS bill for Jamaicans, right? The government this evening listed some facts regarding the National Identification and Registration Act, which is currently being deliberated in a special sitting of the Senate. Right, in an effort to ensure that the passage of the NIDS bill is in the best interest of all citizens, the government pushes for the country to have a trusted, centralized database to verify a person's identity. And that's what it's all about, It's about having a centralized database that contains information on every single citizen, Right? So let's see some of the facts that they list, and this is a part of the public education program or campaign, the sensitization campaign. Right? It says fact number 1: the NIDS system, right, is important because for the first time Jamaicans will have a single source of trusted identity verification, and better access to government services, making life easier for all Jamaicans. Right? The National Identification System will enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of government agencies and their delivery of services to the public. It will reduce the need for multiple registrations to access government benefits. The National Identification System will protect you from fraud, where people try to steal your identity, and NIDS will protect citizens by reducing identity theft and prevent them from being misidentified in a criminal situation. The National Identification System will not take your DNA or your bank account information for now. The National Identification System does not want to know about your personal life, right? But then again, you have another leg to this whole information gathering system, which is the social media leg, which people are voluntarily giving information about themselves, about their private lives, right, on social media. Right, not knowing that there is also a profile being made of your personality, of your daily goings on, right, by even Google, right, because Google collects information like crazy on you, and you can't have an Android phone without having a Google account. You can't have a Gmail account without Google. You can't access the Play Store without a Google account, right? And the same thing for Apple phone. The Apple ID, tracks information on you, So it says the National Identification System will not take your DNA or bank account information, all right, and that's for now, because when the RFID microchip rolls out, right, which this is just a framework to collect information for that, your biometric data and your financial data will be on it, The National Identification System will facilitate the growth and development of commercial activity through a platform of greater security and integrity. Right, and it's moving forward and joining over 100 countries that have the national ID. It's about making your life better, joining the digital economy, and support NIDS. All right, so this is basically one of those literatures, that's brought out, to sensitize the public and to win over the affection of the public, to convince them that, hey, this is a good thing, this is for your benefit, and more of these campaigns will go, right? They will probably start bringing out advertisements, on the television, highlighting the quote unquote positive, effects of having a centralized database system. Right now, let's go to the scriptures to see what the prophecies talk about this. All right, this is first of all 2 Corinthians 2:11 to show that we understand what's going on here. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so we who are in the know, especially the men of GMS, we know what the NIDS system is all about. It's a framework for collecting information, right? Gathering information to feed into the RFID chip technology that will be implemented soon, right? It's forming a framework of data collection, because that's really what the whole NIDS system is about. The RFID chip system, the 5G system, the Internet of Things. It's all about massive data collection, right? And with that massive data collection, right, certain things can be manipulated, right? You can process and predict a lot more things with accuracy, right, when you have massive data like that, right? This is Psalm 64, and let me just jump to the point. This is verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? And that's what the so-called white man is doing, But through the Spirit of the Lord, we're revealing these iniquities, Right? Why you think you have people speaking out against it? Because the Spirit of the Lord through his prophets are pushing out the agenda of the so-called white man, That this is a snare that has been privily set. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward part or the inward thought of every one of them is, and the heart is deep. Right? This is a diligent search, This is massive data mining and data collection on the highest level, Right? And it's all about that desire of the so-called white man to be omniscient, to be like the Most High. Right? Alright, and let's get the key precept to all this. This is Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, this NIDS system is not the mark of the beast, but it is a precursor to the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, right? Because without this national identification card, or this national identification number, you will be unable to do business in the country when it is fully mobilized, when it is fully implemented. Because right now the bill has been passed. The only thing now is to put it into enactment, right? And that's where the sensitization comes in, so that it doesn't receive massive protesting. Because people are already protesting it. But without this, without the national identification number, you will be unable to do business with the country, Right, whether it be public sector or private sector, because this is not being pushed by the Jamaican government, This is being pushed by the international agenda, Right, as the article that we went into before, it says that the Jamaican government is paid by the United States to implement this, It's mandatory because your masters are pushing it, The so-called white man himself is pushing it, right? Let's read it again. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. Kalalal Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for giving me the spirit to this lesson. Shalom to the Akim out there pushing the word in sincerity and in truth. And again, double honors to our apostles, who are our overseers. Right? Shalom.